Greetings, Pokefans! Michael here, and today I have a pretty chill video for you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about my Pokemon Sun and Moon team. This is a video that several of you have requested, and I've also seen a solid chunk of other Pokemon YouTubers doing it. So I figured since my Gaia Let's Play finished last week, and I still wanted to post throughout the week, this week, you know, prior to Sun and Moon, I would do this video. A pretty simple, all filmed all in one shot video, just talking about what Pokemon that I want to have on my team in Pokemon Sun and Moon when they come out very shortly from now. But before I get to that, first off, today is Tuesday. Thursday's video is going to be a Q&A video, which I have not done in a long time. But due to the relevance of Sun and Moon coming out, I wanted to keep it Sun and Moon themed. So, if you want to ask a question to me, and specifically relating to Pokemon Sun and Moon, be sure to tweet at me on Twitter. My handle is at MandJTV Pokevids. And if you use this hashtag, I can't remember what the exact hashtag is right now, so I'm just going to have it displayed on the screen so I make sure I don't say it wrong. Ask me a Sun and Moon question if you want to have me answer it for Thursday's video. So, other than that, the 400,000 subscribers giveaway, link is down in the description. Be sure to sign up for that if you have not. You have until Sun and Moon come out to sign up for that. Also, Saturday's Pokemon Talk video, getting a lot of positive response. If you have not watched it yet, please do so. I worked really hard on it, and I think it turned out quite well, and so did a lot of other people. So you should watch it if you haven't. But enough of that. Now on to my Pokemon Sun and Moon team. Now before I get into this is going to include spoilers of the leaks that came out, so therefore, if you want to avoid spoilers for those leaks of unofficially revealed Pokemon, you should do so. But for those of you who are okay with that, I'm going to dive right in. So one thing I like to do in every generation, the first time I play through, is try to keep my team mainly new Pokemon. Reason being, I want a chance to get to know some of the new Pokemon and just kind of see like which ones I like the most and see if I develop some new favorites. So my Pokemon for Sun and Moon, my first Pokemon Sun and Moon playthrough, will be primarily brand new Pokemon. And so therefore, my starter will obviously be a brand new Pokemon. Now, but that's just something to keep in mind as I go along into this video. So if you haven't been watching my other videos like the top 10 new Pokemon so far, or the top 10 leaked new Pokemon, if you have not watched those, then I should tell you which starter I'm going to pick, and the starter I'm going to pick is Rowlet. See, I bet you weren't expecting that plushie to pop up. Jubilee, my girlfriend, got me the new Alolan starter plushies the other day, and this Rowlet is my favorite. So I'm definitely picking Rowlet. Decidueye, I think, is extremely cool. I love the whole archer aspect. I think the hood with the dark face looks really cool, and it's just like, it's the coolest starter. No contest, in my opinion. I love the fact that it becomes grass ghost type, which essentially means it's almost as if it's like triple typed that way. Because we already gonna know it's gonna get a solid amount of flying type moves from its pre-evolutions or even fully evolved, and therefore getting ghost type means it's also gonna learn ghost type moves. So it's essentially like a triple typed Pokemon, which is really, really awesome. What I'm going to nickname it, I am not entirely sure. There are a lot of great puns with Decidueye's name. The Green Arowl, Owliver Queen, Robin Hoot, what is the name of, Legolas, that's what it is, the archer elf from Lord of the Rings. I think those names are very entertaining, but I also feel like they'll be used a lot. So one thing that I am considering naming it is Sammy, because I go to Rice University, and our mascot is the Owls, and the name of our mascot is Sammy the Owl. So I'm thinking I might name my Rowlet / Dartrix / Decidueye Sammy. Not 100% settled on that, but I'm leaning towards it quite a bit. So that is going to be my starter. Decidueye will be my starter. And okay, that kind of freaked out for a second, but we are all good. The next Pokemon that will most definitely be on my team is Vikavolt. I think Vikavolt is so freaking cool. Like, it was my #1 Pokemon on my top 10 new Pokemon so far. It's like an electric bug. It's got the big jaws of badassness. Like, it's so cool. It's so cool. Like, I think the fact that you can get it so early on is really awesome, and it's easily my new favorite bug type Pokemon. Like Vikavolt, I just think it's way too cool to not use in this game, so I'm most definitely using one. Plus, I think it has a potential. It may not have the best stats, but I also feel like it also could have some really awesome stats. So, Vikavolt, I'm not sure what I'm going to nickname it. I haven't thought about Vikavolt as much as I've thought about Rowlet. I might nickname it, like, something random, like I do in my Let's Plays, where I just catch it and then, okay, this is what I'm nicknaming it, and just go with it. I might do that, because I don't have a whole lot of inspiration for it immediately, but that's definitely something I will consider. Yeah, when I say that's something I will consider, it's been a long day. When I say something that I will consider, what I'm considering is just not thinking of a nickname until I get there and then just going with whatever pops into my head. So, Vikavolt for certain. The next Pokemon that I have to scroll down, Alolan Ninetales. I think Alolan Ninetales is the coolest Alola form Pokemon. It's really pretty. It's got cool typing. I mean, obviously it's 4 times weak to Steel, but, you know, whatever. Ice Fairy, it's just, I think it's awesome. I definitely want to use an Alola Ninetales, and I had a nickname for it a while ago that I know I had, but I can't remember what it is. But I definitely want to give it a nickname that's more majestic, and I also feel like I want to catch a girl one, just because, like, it just seems like a pretty female majestic fox queen. Maybe I'll name it Elsa as a Frozen reference. But I also feel like that might be overdone. Why is this so slow? Maybe a lot of people are recording this same video tonight. So, that's the first 3. Decidueye, Vikavolt, Alola Ninetales. Then, for some reason I have to scroll all the way to the bottom to find this one. Salandit and its evolution. Its evolution has been leaked, was in the leaks, not officially revealed, but put a picture up on the screen right now. It's way too cool not to use. I love lizards. Poison Fire is a typing that I wanted, and it's just like, you know, it's such a cool Pokemon. Like, I'm really, really excited to catch one and then evolve it into this really awesome raptor dinosaur looking Pokemon thing. Like, Salandit will definitely be used. As for nicknames for it, I definitely am thinking something that makes it sound more sly and, like, mischievous, like Bob. No, I'm kidding. But maybe something like as a reference to, like, I don't know, maybe like Cinder, or like something more sly. Like, I may even name it Sly, you know, like, you know, I mean, Sly Cooper is he's a raccoon, he's not a lizard, but, you know, they're both thief-looking Pokemon, you know, because Sly Cooper steals things, and Salandit has part of the word bandit in its name. So, that is an option, but definitely Salandit and Salandit's evolution, whatever it's called, but those are definitely ones that I will be using. So those 4 are set in stone. I am absolutely catching them, like, without question. Like, those are ones, like, it's not up for debate. Those are ones that I will be getting most definitely. These last 2 are a little bit more up in the air because I don't feel as strongly about them as I do these, but I have some ones that I'm leaning more toward. The first one is, well, it's not, okay, there it is. For some reason, Lycanroc is not next to Rockruff. But Lycanroc midday form, because I am planning on playing through Sun, is definitely one that I am strongly considering, because It's a really cool Pokemon, and it seems like it'd be really fast, and I don't have a ground type on the team, but I feel like Lycanroc can learn ground type moves, because most rock type Pokemon can learn ground type moves. So therefore, Lycanroc would kind of serve as my rock ground type Pokemon, while also still, while only having, well, man, I'm having trouble talking today. Lycanroc could serve as my rock and ground type Pokemon without having the crippling grass and water 4 times weaknesses. It only 2 times weaknesses. So, Lycanroc is definitely a Pokemon I'm leaning towards strongly, plus I can get it early on in the game, as we've seen from the demo. So, that is definitely one I'm leaning towards. Plus, I think it'd be cool if I got like a boy Lycanroc and a girl Alola Ninetales, because then I can like ship them, because it seems like they're in the same egg groups. They could like have like some kind of romance, you know, like the rock wolf and the ice fox. I think that would be fun. But moving on, I think I'm gonna nickname my Lycanroc. I'm not entirely certain on this yet. I'm kind of thinking I might name it Kenai, Kenai, which is a peninsula in Alaska where I was born, but my first dog was actually named Kenai. Sadly, he had to be put down a couple years ago because he got into some sago palm trees, so if you have any of those in your neighborhood, make sure you keep your dogs away from them because they're extremely poisonous. But I think I might nickname this Lycanroc Kenai as in memory of that beloved dog. So, plus my current dog's name is Misty, and Misty does not fit Lycanroc as well as Kenai seems to. So, that is what I'm leaning towards. Okay, yeah, after that picture on the right there, I totally got to get Lycanroc. Definitely the midday form, because I am getting Sun, and the midnight form isn't as cool. The last Pokemon that I'm not 100% certain on this, is Wimpod and its evolution. I really, really like Wimpod's evolution that leaked, which I will show on screen here. I think it's really badass. Really seems like it could be really powerful. My only hesitation in using Wimpod is that it means I'll have 2 bug types on my team, which may not necessarily be a bad thing, because that'd be like the first time ever that has happened. But my more hesitations with Wimpod is that I'm concerned that leveling it up will be challenging, because not only it seems like it'll have really low stats and then suddenly have really great stats when it evolves, kind of like Magikarp, but also the Wimp Out ability seems like it would be a massive, massive nuisance, just because like if it takes any damage he leaves. So the other ones I'm a lot more solid on. This one is more up in the air. I'll have to kind of see depending on the game situation, but it is more likely because I really need a water type Pokemon. You gotta have I mean, it appears that HMs aren't going to be as much of a thing in this game because of the Pokemon writing, but it also seems like it is like a water type Pokemon. That's just like a type you need to have, because like, how else am I going to handle ground, rock, and fire types? Well, I suppose Lycanroc can handle the fire, and Decidueye can handle the ground and rock. Well, regardless, I feel like I need a water type on my team, okay? I'm just too used to having to have Surf all the time. So Wimpod is a Pokemon that I am leaning towards more, but not 100% sold on. Also, it's going to kind of depend on what new Pokemon if the leaks were not complete, because if there are more Pokemon that we haven't seen, then that could very well change my decision on this one. But I feel like Wimpod and its evolution are what I'm leaning towards. Another Pokemon that I might consider for my water type is, assuming that it actually is water type, is the Sea Anemone one, which I will put a picture on the screen right now. That one and its evolution are other ones that I am considering because I think they're cool. But other than that, I mean, you don't really have any water type evolutions like Pyukumuku. No, doesn't really do anything. Wishy-Washy, the whole schooling gimmick just seems too complicated. Like, it seems like if it's not in school form, it's going to be hopelessly weak. I don't really want to use Ash Greninja. I can transfer that from my game, but I don't really want to use it just because I used a Greninja in X, and it's kind of just the same thing. And Bruxish, no, not using Bruxish. It is too ugly. And Tapu Fini, I probably would get it too late in the game anyways. So, and the Alolan forms, like, I mean, there's actually no Water-type Alolan forms, which is kind of surprising. But yeah, so that is the team that I am likely going to have for my Pokemon Sun and Moon playthrough. To summarize, Decidueye, Vikavolt, Alolan Ninetales, Salandit's evolution, Lycanroc midday form, and possibly, but not 100% sold on, Wimpod's evolution. So, that's going to be my team. I'm super excited to find these Pokemon and catch them, but I also may end up, things could change. Things could always change. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. Like, playing through Gaia, my team changed. You know, I never expected to have a Spiritomb on my team, but then I found an in-game trade that gave me a really great one. You never know. You never know. So, but if you were curious, that answers your questions for what I'm thinking my team is going to be. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. That helps me out a lot. And don't forget to ask me questions for Thursday's Pokemon Sun and Moon themed Q&A. And that is all I have for now. So until next time, fans, you gotta catch them all!